What's up, guys? Rambling the man here. It's been a while since I did an update. I know I didn't forget about you guys, but I've been putting in overtime and grinding on the truck, and say I'm quite proud of the results. So, just a recap: MSD's in, distributors in, everything's hooked up, fuel line. I had a couple issues when it came to getting fuel to the carb. I guess I didn't tighten the clamps all the way down. I guess fuel was kind of shooting out. But even before that, I didn't know I had to prime it. I just figured that since, you pour some gas into the carb, try starting, it would start, it'd pull the fuel, it would start, and it would run. Well, I guess I was wrong. You're supposed to pour it actually into the vent here. But that's what I did anyway. And started right on up. Well, actually, no, it didn't. Distributor, for some strange reason, was acting up. I had it in set the right way, made sure I was on compression stroke. Sun was in, or distributor was in. Tried starting it, and it was cranking. Sounded like it wanted to start, but it just didn't have like that extra kick. So I took the distributor out, turned it 180, thinking that would fix it. Put it back in, tried starting. A big old poof of smoke, and gas vapors or whatever just came out, from the carb. So I knew that wasn't the right way. Turn it back around again, and started right on up. Crazy. So I made sure that the wires were plugged in the right way. Everything's good. I got an air cleaner because the other one was all burnt up and nasty looking. Yeah, they had the same exact one I had at Advanced Auto for like $40, but I figured this red one kind of complements the truck pretty nice. I gotta get the screw for it. I lost my screw, or the stud. I lost mine. I gotta go buy another one that just kind of like wobbles in there. But let me see what else I did. I took out the stock oil sending unit. I got it my after. I'm gonna get one in there. See if I can. I mean, it's not plugged up or anything. I just did it today. Huh? Yeah, they're in the door. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, not hooked up. The temperature sensor for my gauges, again, not hooked up. Just put that in. Yeah. So I'm trying to think back to everything that really happened before got it running. Yeah, fixed the fuel issues. Got it all primed up. What else? I mean, I guess that was really it. So, there's another issue that I kind of had to deal with. I'm really gonna have to run this to the ignition. This is the accessory 12-volt wire for the MSD. So I pretty much have to stick it in there every time I want to start the truck. And even when I take the key out, it'll still be on because it's hooked up to the battery. It's an ignition switch. So, but I've got it fairly well to the point where it'll run and not have any issues. So here we are. I got my Bosch gauges. Like I said, I'm gonna have a cluster made up for these. But I just want to have them in there just until I can get that done. I took all the plugs and sensors for the stock sensors, so that this works. I gotta put the speed cable back in for the speedometer. But yeah, everything I need is pretty much right here. Fuel, oil. I believe that's temperature, or maybe like the level. I don't know. Pressure maybe. Who knows? Oh, that was actually gas. Temperature. See, I got all that. Amps, but I guess I probably should have got volts. But I just kind of want to keep it factory or close to factory as far as the gauges go. But yeah. So let's check this out. steering gear. Oh, something's gonna shut up. I don't know. Yeah, it just starts right up. I took the distributor out. When I had a 180 and the smoke came out, I turned the distributor back again. I put it in, turned the key, and it started right on up. I don't know what changed. Maybe when I put the distributor in, I might have, rotated it some or something. I don't know, but it seems to work. Yeah, and running, it seemed maybe like idle might be a little too low, or maybe like the mixtures. I didn't really fine tune the mixture yet. I'm actually gonna get onto that, maybe like sometime today. Maybe it might be idle. Maybe idle needs to come up a little bit more. Not too sure. I mean, it sounds okay though. It has a nice sound to it. I really do like the sound. I wonder how it's gonna sound when I get the Super 10s, Flowmaster Super 10s. Some strange reason, my AC compressor housing stopped spinning and it's locked up. It burnt the belt right on off. I don't know why it locked up, but I'm probably gonna have to get another one. This side sounds a little louder. Might have to do the mixture or something. I'm not too sure. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't sound bad. And warm up a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, these 4-inch lights I got here, they're gonna go. They're gonna go. I found a 6-inch round light, 100 watts instead of 55. I'm gonna put that on there. Might see if I can throw an LED in there, or I might just keep it stock just so I can get used to it. What else? The guy behind me, my neighbor across the way, he does welding. He's a welder and he does machine work as far as like body work. On his own time, so he actually knows a thing or two about doing some body work. So he told me of a place local to me, Abbottstown, not too far away from me. I can get panels. I can cut all this out, as you know, right at that crease. Put that down, fix that. Maybe you might have a piece for this too. So I know there's a bend right here where it starts to, flare out. I don't know. That side might take a little bit more ingenuity, but this side, I was pushing that out, so that can get pushed out no problem. Again, from here, along the crease, get that cut out, and get a new one in. Take a can of spray paint white, just until I can get the truck, painted and everything else, and it'll be good to go. What else? I put on the 36 wheels that I got, and I tell you, they look nice on there. I really like how they look, and I wish I could run them without the lift kit, just because the way that I like, the way that it really looked, slammed down to the ground, big wheels, looked real aggressive. Just did the one wheel. Yeah, so got that out the way. So I think I'm gonna start soaking the bolts and the nuts and stuff for the lift kit, so I can get that on there. Get new brakes, new rotors. I'm gonna do the hydro boost Conversion, definitely need that because the brakes definitely feel squishy. Yeah, everything sounds good. It ain't hiccuping or anything. That was strange. Oh, I wonder. Talk about live updating. Couple things need to get worked out. There was this one spring on here. I wonder if that might have been the spring that pushes it back. Maybe. Let's take this off. Oh, this spring came off. Okay, so that was the issue. So just go in here. Do like that. 3 times comes back. Closes back in. So, just put it back on. It's good there. I wonder why it just came off like that. I probably might need like a tensier, more, I don't know, a spring that has more resistance or something. But let's turn it back on. Oh wait, I never put the thing back in. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. That's gonna have to get fixed soon. I have a week off from work in the next 2 weeks, I believe, 2-3 weeks. So hopefully I will have the lift kit on there by then, and during that time I would like to get the works and steering shaft on there, and hopefully the hydro boost system. So turn it back up, give it a little bit of gas, see if it comes off again. Big ass wasp. Anyway, so yeah, here's that spring piece. But yeah, no, it sounds like it's running okay. Just rubbing or something. All that's gonna have to get, all that's gonna get taken care of. Plan on getting rid of this because nothing's hooked up except for this line. I don't know where that goes to. But as far as like everything else, like this hose, this red hose, that's just like blocked off with a nut in it or a screw. This line here is somewhere. But anyway, no lines are hooked up. So that's gonna get taken care of. This whole mess is gonna get situated properly. It's gonna get wire loomed up, taped up. That's gonna be taken care of. So yeah, hopefully gonna have some goodies happen soon. Hopefully I can get the lift kit on. I can start getting the lift kit on. Maybe hopefully maybe this weekend, next week after that or so. At least get it started. But yeah, no, definitely sounds good. I took it around the block. Sounds good. Still gotta change the power steering belt, but I might just hold off on that. So we're gonna do like the hydro boost set or the hydro boost conversion. I don't know what the setup might be for that, but yeah, no guys. I think I did a pretty good job for it being my first time, and on the grand scheme of things, it wasn't really that hard of a job. But with it being my first time, and not really having any type of knowledge or experience with beforehand, I think I did pretty good for myself. Pretty well for myself. So, alright, well, I'm signing off here. I will make another update sometime soon. Probably like when I get the rotors and pads when I start the lift kit. Alright, guys. Well, that's it for this one. Oh, would you look at that? Radio's off, truck's still running. That's the power of Dodge, I'll tell you. Wants to keep on going, even if you take out the keys. And this one. Alright, guys. Stay tuned. Oh, we're smoking. I wonder exactly what that's from. Might get some headers on there too and see exactly what's back there. But, alright, guys. Later.